Hello, first grade artists. Today we are going to be making our polka dot pumpkins. So together on our orange paper, we drew a big oval in the center. Then we drew some backwards and forward C's on either side to make the pumpkin. So we've got the shape of the pumpkin. Putting my pencil down, I'm going to take a Sharpie. And I'm going to trace over all of my pencil lines. I'm going to be as careful as I can. If you need to turn your paper and trace that way, that might help you stay on the line. All right. Awesome. I'm going to trace over all of my Sharpie lines. When I'm done, I will show you how it looks. All right, check it out. I've got my pumpkin all traced, and I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut them out. Now, when I use my scissors, I want to be careful to only cut on the outside edge of the pumpkin. I don't want to cut all these nice lines I made. Start on the side here, and I'm going to go around my bumps. So I might have to move my scissors to the left and to the right to go around my bumps. Once you've got a big long tail, see my big scrap tail? I don't need this big long tail getting in my way. I'm going to cut them off. This piece of paper goes in the recycling bin. Alrighty, I'm going to go around the rest of my pumpkin. See how I'm being very careful and taking my time with my scissors? Please do that too. Looking for my art star. An art star is somebody who is very respectful and safe with scissors. That's a big part of art class, being safe with your tools. Alright, my left hand is holding, my right hand is moving. Alright, all done. Move my scissors away. I'm going to check out my pumpkin. Oh, I've got some pencil lines that are not covered by my Sharpie. I can take my eraser and just really quickly erase those extra lines that poked out of my Sharpie. Bye-bye, lines. Bye-bye, pencil lines. Okay, I think I'm ready to do some polka dots now. You are going to use a ink dauber. You could also call it a polka dotter. It has a little cap that screws off like this. I'm going to take my cap, I'm going to put it right there somewhere I can find it. This polka dotter has a sponge, little spongy top, and then the inside of this container is full of black ink that will not come out of your clothes. So please be careful when you use the ink polka dotter that you don't get it on yourself or on your friend. Here we go. I'm going to make a bunch of polka dots. Watch how I do it. I put it down above my paper. I press gently, and I lift it up. Didn't quite work. Let's see if I can try it again. Press gently, lift up. Oh my goodness. Not working yet. Here we go. Let's try one more time. Press gently and come up. Uh-oh. Can you tell what happened here? I've got a little splat mark. So it wasn't working, so I squeezed and pressed too hard, and now there's a big splotch on my paper. Well, what can I do about that? I can take my Sharpie, and I can make it a bigger polka dot. Just make it round instead of a blob. There we go. So now I've got a polka dot. If you want to practice first, which I suggest, take a scrap piece of your paper and your polka dotter, and you can practice making some dots. There we go. Those look good on your scrap paper before you start on your pumpkin. There we go. All right. Polka dots, polka dots, polka dots. So I'm just gently, I'm not squeezing my bottle. I'm just pressing up and down on my pumpkin. I'm going to almost cover this in polka dots. I'm going to leave some space because we're going to do different polka dots in just a minute. Okay, I think I've got a lot of polka dots on my pumpkin. I think I'm ready to go. I'm going to cap my ink dauber, and then I'm going to get a new tool, so hang on. Inside this little paint cup is Q-tip, and with this Q-tip I will be making some polka dots. So I just dip them in my paint a little bit, and Q-tips are really good for making smaller polka dots. So I really want you guys to cover your paper and polka dots. If you are wearing out in paint, you can just dip them back in. Boop, boop. Oh man. Make that a little bigger. There we go. If you mess up your polka dot, that's okay. Just spread it out a little bit. Make it a nice, even circle. You'll be alright. This isn't about being perfect. It's just about trying your best and practicing. That's why we make art, is because I think it's fun, but also to practice all of our awesome skills. Here we go. Okay, guys, I think you get the idea. I'm going to fill my pumpkin in polka dots, and then I'm going to show you the next step. Good luck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished painting our pumpkin. Show you what she looks like. Awesome. Got all the polka dots on there. We're going to put that on the drying rack, let it dry. Now we have to make our background. Our background is going to be on a white piece of paper with a black oil pastel. So with our backgrounds, we're going to make some straight lines. Just straight ones. No wiggly ones, no curly ones. Just straight lines. All right, here we go. I'm going to start with a big line from one side of my paper all the way to the other. Here we go. I made a diagonal line. I know it's diagonal because it's not up and down. It's not side to side. It's corner to corner. So that's my diagonal line. I'm going to keep making more diagonal lines off of that line. I can also make horizontal ones. I can make vertical ones. I'm going to fill up my whole paper until I've got all of it covered in a bunch of cool lines. You could make crisscrosses. You could just make little lines like this. You could make big lines. I really like the big lines. I think they look good. Ooh, watch out. I smudged that a little bit. I'm going to cover that up with a line so nobody sees it. I'm going to try to keep my fingers off of my oil pastel. I don't want it to get all smudgy, because after I'm done with all my lines, I'm going to paint it in. You can see this is my finished one. I added all these cool lines, and then I painted the background, all the white spaces, however I wanted. Once this is all dry, we are going to add our stem and our finished pumpkin. This pumpkin is dry, so I'm going to find a spot on my paper, and you don't have to put it in the middle, guys. You can put it sideways. You could put it to one side. You could put it over here. We want most of the pumpkin to be on the paper. If you tried to glue it down here, it would not hold on very well. There's not enough pumpkin on the paper. So you want to have at least half the pumpkin on the paper. I like it sideways like this. So I'm going to take my glue stick. Now that I've planned out how I want it, I'm going to move my background. I'm going to glue the back. I go around the edges. And then I make a big X in the middle. That is plenty of glue. All right, now I'm going to find how I want it again. Something like this. I'm going to press it down, and I'm going to just press down with my hands. Notice how I'm not smashing it down, right? I'm just pressing. All right, now I'm going to glue down my my stem here. I'm going to glue it behind it. There we go. All right. Ooh, I feel really good. Oh, man. My pumpkin's coming up. I'm going to add some more glue. There we go. All right. Give it a good long press. Maybe count to 10. All right. Once you think your pumpkin's done, check on the back. My name's not there. I'm going to write my name. And don't forget your class code. All right, guys. I think we're all done. Our pumpkins look so good. Good luck.